Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TCBLL on YouTube. And wow, before I can get through the intro, Team HVS gets their selves on the board. It is 1-0 Team HVS. Jeff Prudente from Dan Rivy. Like I said, my name is Coach Hay, and welcome to the TCBLL on YouTube. This is the TCBLL Game of the Week, the Hummingbirds LC versus Team HVS. Another face-off win for the boys in blue. Second win for Julio Rodriguez. From the top. Finds Contreras. Contreras finds Anacheco. Nope, he's into the corner. Two men on, but Hummingbirds come away with it. And we'll see the first offensive possession for the Hummingbirds. General Manager Owen Stevenson, known as Jamaica and Friends. Here's John Kilcommons. Takes a shot. Save, Ramon. And Rioto, it's going to go into the corner. Nope, he is dispossessed. Shot from the top. No, Pinkham cannot handle it. And it looks like HVS will find their way up the floor to the half-boards, working his way. That's Contreras. Contreras finds Rivy. Rivy finds Anacheco. Anacheco, big body, on his way, on his horse, and there's another one. And HVS, 2 minutes in, come out to a 2-0 lead. The St. Joe's man, Mike Anacheco. And if I mispronounce anyone's names, I do apologize. Our first broadcast of the TCBLL here on YouTube. Nordstrom versus Ramirez. Comes up with it as Rivy, the Team Puerto Rico standout. And they are going to get a shot. Looks like Hawkins is going to get his first save of the afternoon. Rivy from the half boards, looking for support. Good shot. Doesn't make it. Comes up with Stevenson. Stevenson on his horse. No one's in front of him. And goal! The Hummingbirds cut the lead in half. Owen Stevenson cleans up the defensive play, finds his way to the net, and that'll be his first of the TCBLL season. The Mercy standout LSM plays for Team Jamaica, both field and box, and undefeated at the dot. No one has anything for Julio Ramirez. The Team Mexico standout. Here comes Kilcommons. Kilcommons. Toe drags into the corner. He's looking for support, and he has Naberto. Naberto works it to the righty side. Back to Naberto. To the half-boards on the righty side. Kilcommons. Wide open. Couldn't find him. Shimmy. Shake. Now they do. Offline pass. Late into the clock. And he's going to get a shot, but we're going to see another save by Riormano. And getting away from it, finding Scrifano. Alexander Scrifano. Looking for support. The Rowan alumni. Hits number 0, Charles Frenetti, and he's got number 3. Team Mexico's coach to Team Mexico star, the George Washington alumni, Charles Frenettini. Nordstrom looking to break Ramirez's streak, and the referee will do just that. Danielo Parkinson starts this one off. Inside look, and another save. Collected by Pinkham. Pinkham looking for support. Parkinson sets the pick. Shot! Donaldson unable to find it, but he gets his own rebound to Pinkham. Pinkham follows the pick. Jump shot. Save. HVS. Early going into this one. Very stout goaltending. And they're going to break the timeline here. Fredanini goes underneath, gets the jump shot, and he hits number 2, bringing the lead to 4-1. Little bit of frustration. Nathaniel Hawkins hoping his defense can contain 2 goals already on the game. Fredanini. Nordstrom and Ramirez. Fight for the loose ball. Ramirez stays perfect. Here's Coach G, head coach for the Felician women's field team. Unfortunately, a little bit of trouble getting it out. HVS, we do apologize. We are unable to fully see. But looks like Stevenson takes it away. Feeds cross crease. Big save by the Puerto Rican netminder. Plays for Team Puerto Rico in both worlds. Up in Utica as well. Dive shot! Hummingbirds want it. Referee's taking a long time, and they are finally going to put the hands up. And that's going to be a goal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We are watching this live as you are. 8 minutes remaining in the first period of play. Team HVS obviously upset with that one. Our referee making the call. And it looks like Nordstrom able to finally take this one away. And Hummingbirds off camera. Unfortunately, we do not have a live cameraman. Utilizing a AI system. Kill Commons cuts in, takes a shot, save! Collects it. Heavy pressure. Still with the ball, now dispossessed. Tries to roll it out. Behind the back shot. And looks like we're going to see our first penalty of the game. Number 60, Julio Ramirez is going to sit for what appears to be a cross check. HVS concedes their first penalty of the game. 5-on-4 for the Hummingbirds. Outside shot. Not good enough to beat the Staten Island Spartan. Ooh. Dangerous pass to the inside. Taken by the Hummingbirds. Sends inside. Donaldson takes a shot. Save. Romeo. Finds Scrifano. Man down. Scrifano directing traffic. Looking at a host of black and gold jerseys. Trying to kill as much of this PK as possible. And he's going to feed Frattini, but taken away by the Hummingbirds. Finds Stevenson. Stevenson tries to feed the far post. Another save by Romeo. Dangerous situation here for the Hummingbirds. Takes a shot. Save. Hawkins. And unfortunately, Connor Pinkham, former Caldwell Cougar, went out and stepped back into the crease. But the Hummingbirds take it away. Hummingbirds press, pass. Kilcommons can't handle it. So 25 seconds left on the penalty. Parkinson shot. Save. out of play. And this one should kill the penalty. HVS should be back at full strength at the end of this stoppage. The running clock can be a little screwy for the stat keepers. In the corner, looking for support. Franz Bettini at the half boards. Looks at his pick. Backs out of Scrofano. Bettini wants it himself. Save, Hawkins. Stevenson. Looks like he's going to find support. Slowing down. Looking for the next pass. That was Spencer Fuchek. Fuchek into the middle. Ooh, and into a host of blue jerseys. Steps into the crease, and that is going to be HVS ball. Larita. Larita to the half boards. Goes to set the pick. Pardon me, that was Garrity working with Larita. Takes another shot. Mollahan. But fast break. Shot off of the goal netminder. Another opportunity for Stevenson. Sullivan. Sullivan slings it inside. Shot. Save. And unable to get the handle there into the corner. And pushing up is Scrofano. Scrofano wants the shot. Save, Hawkins. Hummingbirds able to get possession. 2 minutes coming up. Bill Commons finds his way to the lefty half boards. He's got a man to work with. Finds the new. Coach G all over him. Big save. Romeo. And taken away by HVS. Ooh, too hot of a pass there. Looking for Mirglod. And here comes Donaldson on the lefty side. Donaldson deals. Unable to come up with that one is Riley Van Weeve. Bill Commons gets the shot. Save. Donaldson with the rebound. Donaldson still in motion. Another shot. Save. Romeo. Donaldson into traffic. Looking for support. Low in the clock. And that's going to be HVS ball. Mirgod looking for Contreras. Contreras wants it. Now he has it. Into the corner with support from Rivy. Pratini. Pratini looks for the support. He's got it. And now Larita inside to Rivy. Rivy shot. Goal! And with about a minute left, HVS extends their lead 5-3. Dan Rivy from Chris Larita. Chris Larita, of course, the founder of 5 Lax, the designer behind the famous Relax Collection RC1. Another one who it's becoming almost automatic for Ramirez. He is having a hell of a day at the slot. And here comes the Hummingbirds. Hummingbirds takes the shot. It's underneath Romeo. And sure enough, another save for the Staten Island native. Bertini having himself a day. Feed inside, big save Hawkins. And just like that, looks like they're going to let the clock roll down on the first period. Stepped in the crease, so we'll give him an extra breather. Thank you for joining us here on the TCBLL. TCBLL, of course. a adult league here in North Jersey. We have been growing from 4 teams up to 5 teams this year. We are very excited to be bringing you live action from the Turf City Sports Complex. We also have Pickup Box every Wednesday. If you've ever thought about getting back in the game, learning the game, if you're sitting there watching your kid have so much fun every single week at his rec lacrosse league and thought, I would have been nice with this when I was a kid, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. for a mere $20. Great group of guys. Everybody there will help get you to where you want to be. Best part about Box, only one-handed, so no need to go to ULAX and try to chase down some two-handed 23-year-old just 1 year out of Loyola. TCBLL, though, a little bit, as you can tell, more intense. This is the graduate program from those Wednesday Box. This is real teams. We have a barn burner earlier when we had the more dude squad, bit split squad, half the squad up at ILA for the Dreamcatcher tournament, but still able to play tough against the TC Cats. Alan Singleton. 4 goals on the evening for the TC Cats. They win 13-6. The dudes, of course, the 3-time champs, looking for the 4-peat. So we switch sides. Short change period. This is a period system. We do not do quarters because quarters are stupid. And the Hummingbirds finally get their first face-off win. Nice shot, unable to beat the HVS netminer. D'Angelo gets the pass. D'Angelo looks to push it through. Stout defense. Finds his way to the righty side. All over Lorita. Rivy into the corner. Rivy finds himself some space. And a Checo. Into contact, but they don't call him Big Mike for nothing. He loves the contact. And great play. Here comes Kilcommons. Can he bury it? Shot! And save! Hi! Oh! And we're going to check. No! No, they are going to say he entered the crease to take the ball. Cannot break the cone of the goaltender. Back to action. HVS. Inside roll is Prudente. He started our scoring this afternoon. Taking away is Nordstrom. Nordstrom, a lot of pressure, unable to handle it. Ball pops up into the netting. And Garrido. Garrity. Nordstrom forcing pressure into the righty corner. Looking for support. Tries to split the difference. Doesn't work out. Hummingbirds ball. Hummingbirds come with some speed. 1, 2, shot! And goal! Hummingbirds! And that would be Daniela Parkinson finds John Kilcommons to cut the lead to 2. So this Hummingbird squad, brand new squad, just put together this year for Lax Nye. Had an impressive 3-2 record over there. Speak about impressive. Finally able to chip into the armor. Takes a shot. And goal! Late delay there. But indeed, the former Trenton Terror, Spencer Fuke. Pardon me, that would be, I do apologize. That was Camden Smith. 1-goal game. We knew that this was going to be a barn burner between these two squads, both of which have lots of players from various box lacrosse backgrounds. To the half boards. Ian Stevenson looks up top to Kilcommons. Keeps working it around. Naberto. Shimmy, shakes, tries to get over. Shot! Steps aside. Ian Stevenson working his way against Coach G. Finds number 55, Miraglod. He's going to work all the way up. Scrifano makes one man miss. Deals it back. Back post. Shot. Goal! HVS extends the lead to 2 in one of the prettiest tic-tac-toes you are going to see. And bearing it off the back post is Jeff Prudente. TCBLL, this is not pickup, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably one of the higher quality box leagues in New Jersey. And we couldn't find his man. And on the breakaway, number 4 on the evening, Charles Frattini. Just like that, Hummingbirds back into it and then back out of it. HVS. A lot of talk about Team Mexico. Alexander Scrifano, pickup from the TC Cats in the offseason. Assistant coach for the program. A lot of meaningful and impactful players for that squad represented here in the TCBLL. It is a who's who of international lacrosse here. Team Poland being represented. Team Jamaica. And Kilcommons shot with the dive. And didn't make it go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Maiden broadcast here. Obviously, week 1. And cannot man ball in box lacrosse. That's an interference call. They're sending it to the other side. Push and shot. And goal. Jeff Prudente. Number 3 on the day. HVS now up by a 4 spot. General Manager Owen Stevenson decides he's going to try his hat with the face-off dot. About 8 minutes remaining in the period. And Garrity wins it. Back to G. G finds Anacheco. Big Mike from the lefty corner. Looks for support. He's got it. Rivy can't get it to him. He's got Scrifano, though, in the righty corner. Scrifano takes the shot. Buries it. Alexander Scrifano from Mike Anacheco. Anachino? You go with Anacheco. That's what I've been using. But HVS, 5 minutes, 5 goals. And Nordstrom trying to get the Hummingbirds some positive momentum, but unable to beat MJ Garrity. From the lefty side, this is Mullahan. Sends the high flyer to the righty side. Gets inside. Gets the shot. But unable to get past Hawkins. Hawkins, another big save. And looks like just ran out of room. And will allow the Hummingbirds to go get set up in their offensive zone. Kyle Morrison. Feeds. Shot! Another save. Morrison comes up with it. Morrison working off the Fouquet pick. Morrison double checks. Donaldson shot. Save. Finds Contreras. Contreras, long shot, and unable to put that one away is Dan Rivy. But HVS comes up with the Lucy. And Larita gets it to the righty side, gets into the stack. Looking for support, ball on the mat. Unfortunately, Spencer Fugate, he's got all the space in the world, and big save. Again, we do apologize. The AI training model for following a lacrosse ball still working. Still working on, well, learning to follow the ball. So, Big Mike off the elbow. He is moving, grooving, takes the shot himself. And HVS 10, Hummingbirds 4. Anicheko, that's his second goal, 1 assist. Former Hawk. And again, thank you for joining us for the TCBLL Game of the Week. Hummingbirds LC versus Team HVS, the Hudson Valley Strings. Putting together a squad last year, came in 3rd out of 4 teams. This year, clearly tooled up and ready to work. And in pursuit is Rodriguez. And there's a goal! We have a goal signaled. And unfortunately, our cameraman, cameraman, was behind the play, but it would look like Camden Smith lit the lamp in that occasion. And, well, they cut it in half. Hummingbirds 5, HVS 10. Well, it looks like the official is saying that one was on both of them. So they're going to do this one again. Stevenson versus Frattini. And Frattini able to get this one to the blue and white. Nope, fight for in the corner. Hummingbird's going to come away with it in the offensive zone. I'm going to suggest a little bit too much extracurricular. Trying to get the ball. Just under 4 minutes remaining. HVS gets it to the lefty side. Looking for support. Prudente feeds inside. Shot! Big save by Nate Hawkins. Nate Hawkins, a member of the Montclair State Club program. Joined the Hummingbirds in the off-season. Wheeling and dealing. Sullivan finds, pardon me, looks like few kick. But D'Angelo will get this one into the offensive zone. And Anicheko, he's trying to bully his way to the front, unable to feed Rivy. Here comes the Hummingbirds, takes the shot, and goal! And just like that, that's number 2 for Kyle Morrison. Hummingbirds eating into this lead. TCBLL, we play 3 periods. So rounding down the first period. Nordstrom looks like he almost had it. HVS, dangerous situation. Good defense. And the Hummingbirds bring the ball up onto the righty hash. And another dive attempt denied by Mike Rimayo. Maiden broadcast here. Dive shot! They're saying no goal! Landed in the crease before the ball passed. So difficult in the game of box lacrosse. Such a bang-bang plays. Very tight spaces to see just about everything, especially in such a physical game. About a minute remaining left in the second. Long change period. Certainly has a big change in the score. Pinkham into the stack. Looking for support is Morrison. Phil Commons. Phil Commons wants somebody. He finds him. Pinkham gets a great shot. Another big save by Romeo. Behind the net. Can't get the space he requires. And no goal on the dive attempt. Dangerous to be right by the benches. He's going to think better of it. Try to get to the center field. Gets it into the righty corner. Righty going to the lefty side. He's challenging. Takes the shot. Hawkins takes the save. And Connor Pinkham having some trouble coming up with it. Finally does. Will he cross the timeline before it? There he is. He does. Very fast young man. Fair Lawn, New Jersey. And that will do it for the second period of play. After 2 periods of play, Team HVS 10, Hummingbirds 6. And again, we'd like to thank you for joining us. We understand that these maiden broadcasts may not be perfect, but it is a great time to enjoy some quality lacrosse. Both teams very talented. The Hummingbirds, of course, brand new squad, but a lot of players have played around the the TCBLL, HVBLL. A lot of leagues in this area. They have a lot of NABLL, North American Box Lacrosse League players. Very well represented on the Long Island Sharks. Phil Commons, Donaldson, Fuchek, as well as new players just starting to get into their field career. HVS, on the other hand, there's a lot of Warthog helmets over there from West Rock. This is not some sort of beginner's league. It is a mix of well-seasoned talent as well as new, fresh faces. We're really glad for the opportunity to bring high-level box to North Jersey. My name again is Coach Hay. I am the commissioner of the TCBLL, and we are just over the moon on how well the captains, the players, and all the enthusiasm and the fans. We said follow us for all the action this year. We're hoping to provide you a game of the week every week just to see all the tremendous talent here at the TCBLL and encourage any teams in the area. Time to get your friends together. It's time to pick up the stick, get back in the box. You simply are too young for pickleball. Leo Ramirez, this guy has been absolutely electric at the face-off dot today. Henry Nordstrom trying to break his streak. Here we go. Last period of play. And Fuchik gets a couple shots. Nordstrom toes the line. Gets it to the righty side. Takes the shot. And goal! Henry Nordstrom. What? And the referee is right there on the doorstep. He is saying no goal. They will communicate. Camden Smith After a brief conference, that goal is going to stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to a 3-goal game. HVS, very streaky team, gets up by a bunch, but the Hummingbirds have been clawing their way back. A resilient squad. And the Hummingbirds, one of their first clean face-off wins. Kill comments. Working around, Nordstrom. Kill comments. Working with Donaldson, inside the few check. What a save! Romeo. Inside, at the point, takes the shot, doesn't make it through. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dangerous, no one on the Hummingbird streaking back. MJ Garrity going to restart the play, and we will get it to the half-courts. Martini. He is in a dogfight right now and unable to come up with it. Here comes the Birds. A lot of speed. Shimmy, shake, shot. Unable to make it through. Still looking for support. Birds have it. No, they don't. HVS will take it away. Anicheko, he's going to find the hanger. And hang 'em and bang 'em. HVS 11, and there it is, number 5, Charles Frattini. And we do again apologize for all the fans out there utilizing the AI system, which we hope will get good. Our economy is better. Nordstrom gives him a lot of pressure, rolls it to his teammates into the slot. Now, looking at Larita, the Morristown Rocket. He's going to find Rivy. Rivy takes a shot. Off target. And a Checo. He's got a whole mess of black and yellow jerseys on. He's going to push into the wall. And eventually, the Hummingbirds, nope, taken away, dispossessed. Larita. And looks like we will see our first penalty. The Hummingbirds. And a brief talking to by the official. I apologize. It looks like there's nothing untoward there. Just a clarification. Pushes up the middle, takes the shot. Could not sneak it through the wing side of Mike Romeo. A little scrum near the timeline. Larita comes up with it. Larita still has the ball. Taken away by Morrison. Morrison on the boogie. Pardon me, that's Brian Kelly. Kelly now finds it up to Sullivan. Sullivan finds Kilcommons. Kilcommons, shot! And save. We'll have dark ball in the corner. Or will we? And there's the penalty. And it looks like Brian Kelly will sit for 2 minutes for a cross check. There's always kill you when you're away from the play. Down by 4. Please remember, this is rolling clock here in the TCBLL. You will have stop time in the last 2 minutes of the game. Each team does have one timeout. Outside of that, pretty standard rules. Somewhat of a mishmash besides reach in the front. Of course, Turf City has so many lacrosse programs. We have the modified field creases. Contreras, Rivy. Into the corner, into the stack. Looks for Contreras. Contreras, shot, save, Hawkins. Might be his best one yet on the PK. Big hit in the front. Here comes Coach G, taken away. Now they're going to try to kill some time. Commons, going to feed across to Pinkham. Takes the shot. Turned away. Romeo. And long stretch. And this one will go to Contreras. Taking their time. Technical issue there. Big Mike. Big Mike feeds inside to Rivy. Behind the back shot. Unable to hit the net. That's going to allow... Oh, that's his second in and out call of the afternoon. Bertini. The Birds have been able to really chew up some of the clock on this 2-minute penalty here. Contreras takes it away. He's got Riv. Riv looks unable to handle it. Here comes the Hummingbirds. Man down. Takes the shot. Save! And poor work right there. Takes it away. Takes the shot. And goal! Hummingbirds hit the shorty. And that's going to be Pinkham to Smith. And the Birds showing some life. Now down by 3. When you take those penalties late in the game, down by 4, they can be an absolute backbreaker. But you bury one on the shorty, all of a sudden you got new life, new momentum. Here comes the Birds. Another shot, another save. Mike Romeo has been out of his mind this evening. Somebody took their Wheaties. Looking for support. Finds it up top. Takes the shot. And turned aside. And Van Wee unable to handle that one. Ooh. Noberto taking a swipe at the goaltenders. Yep, that'll happen every time. Gotta leave the Tendy alone. But the Birds able to get the turnover. Van Wee thinks better of it. Finds the back. Looks for support. Donaldson. Donaldson almost gets there. Roberto takes a little bump. And, oh, you hate to see that. And little bump leads to a little bit too much umbrage there. Montclair State alumni Jack Noberto, he is going for 5-5. This is, of course, a adult league. We will pause the clock here as it was paused on the field to sort this out. There is a no fighting in the TCBLL. Hummingbirds appear to be going man down here. Referees trying to sort out the infractions here. Remember, we are watching live as you are. This is Coach A on the TCBLL on YouTube. Okay, looks like we're going to have four the Hummingbirds. And surprisingly, we're going to have 4 for HVS. According to, we're back on, thank you for joining us. According to the officials, we're 4 on 4. And it will be a 2 and 5 for the Hummingbirds. Hummingbirds coming up on the fast break. Unable to beat Mike Romeo. This young man has been unbelievable. It is 4 on 4. But the... Oh! And he finishes it! Well, that is an interesting turn of events. Kyle Morrison. Brings the Hummingbirds within 2. Opening night jitters here at Turf City. We are getting into mid-season form with you. We will be bringing you a game of the week every week. Thank you for joining us. Henry Nordstrom takes it away clean. He looks. He finally thinks better of it. Finds Pinkham. Finds Fouquet. Fouquet takes a shot. Save. Still 4 on 4. Into the mush. Larita takes the shot. Ooh, Turf Monster. And the Hummingbirds down by 2. Here's Kelly. Kelly takes toes the line, gets a great shot off, turned aside. Mike Mirglod helping his goaltender there. He's got Frattini. He's looking for Mollahan. Mollahan surveys to Frattini. Now Rivy at top. And they are now on the power play. Inside. Takes the shot and goal! Big Mike does it again. What? And no! I apologize. It was on the line. On the line is the official designation. And hit from behind. HVS ball. Scrifano. They call him Scriff. Scriff finds Frattini. The two of them been an absolute menace on the righty side. Rivy taking their time. Contreras steps in threateningly. Inside feed and a beauty. Hawkins with a masterful save there. That's Hummingbird ball. Time winding down. Tries to make the swim move work. Can't get it. On Coach G. Coach G finds support. The high-low wall. Able to send them. Unfortunately, it would appear that our game clock is now off of the broadcast clock. And we have a goal by the Hummingbirds. Brings them within one. Second shorty of the afternoon for the Hummingbirds. Back and forth here as we set up face-off win by HVS. Big hit. And inside they're going to look. Fuchek takes a shot. Unable to get it to go. Romeo comes up with it. Here comes Frattini. Frattini on his horse. And he buries it. As I said, I do apologize. Our game clock is officially off of the broadcast clock. On the broadcast, it looks like there are 12 seconds remaining in this game. Hummingbirds comes up with it. Is Owen Stevenson. Stevenson looks for support, hits it on the back post, and it's a goal! With only 12 seconds remaining in the game. The Hummingbirds bring it within one. It all now comes down to Julio Ramirez. He has been lights out at the dot thus far. Nordstrom able to come up with it. And they're going to get one last shot. Tries to feed it through. Romeo comes up with the save. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all she wrote for the very first TCBLL Game of the Week on YouTube. Comes down to the last minute. Fought through some technical difficulties, but we thank you for joining us on YouTube. It was a great start to the season. At the end of 3 periods of play, Team HVS 12, the Hummingbirds 11. Join us next week. We have a great one for you, the More Dude Squad. They are back at full strength, and they are taking on the team with the bye this week, Good Vibes Only. So, for myself and everyone here at the TCBLL, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.